What is going on, you guys? Thanks for coming back to the channel. Appreciate it as always. This morning we spent about 3 hours building a prototype of the Yeti board Mark III right here. It's got the wrong SD card. I know it's a little bit ugly, but it's a proof of concept to make sure the board itself works. Everything's built with standoffs. It looks kind of wacky, but it actually all works, so that was really fun. So yeah, we spent about 3 hours doing that, which is kind of a long time, and instead of trying to do another long length video for this week, what we're going to do is some shorter videos showing off some other cool stuff. So Lily was nice enough to send over some skins for the Flipper Zero. We can see we've got a whole stack of them right here, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through the installation process for these skins so I can put one on my Flipper and see how cool it looks. So sit back and relax, and let's take a look at it. So we got the small screen down here, and you can see what we're doing. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take a slightly damp cloth. I got a paper towel, and you're going to just clean everything up on here. There's a little bit of Windex on here. Not a lot. Just want to make sure there's enough there that it's going to take all the oils and stuff off your hands, or off your Flipper. So we're just rubbing it down. That's all pretty good. I did this beforehand just to make sure. So that's good there. I'm going to put the Flipper off to the side. Make sure your hands are relatively clean. It's as clean as my hands get. I'm sorry if it's not clean enough for you, but it is what it is. So the first step we're going to do, I'm just making sure this is oriented in the way I want to actually work on it, is we're going to go ahead and take the sticker off. I'm going to start on this edge. I'm going to use the tweezers actually to take the edges off. It makes it easier to get underneath there, I found. And it won't get your little greasy fingers on the edges, because the edges, like the ends of it, these parts, that's what's going to adhere. And if these get the oils of your fingers on them, my guess is they're not going to want to adhere as well. So peel that off, peel these guys back, and keep working them off of this thing. There we go. Keep peeling, keep peeling. Grab this edge. See if we can't get this to come off all in one big long piece now. We're going. Again, take your time. I know you want to like rush at it, but stuff like this, really, the results you get are directly from, you know, how careful you are doing all this stuff. So the more careful you are, the better this will all come out. You also want to be really careful to not stretch this. I'm going to use my fingers now. This is vinyl, and vinyl's stretchy. If you stretch it, it's not going to fit right, because this is very, very, very well designed to fit exactly the way it needs to fit. Cool. Now we've got this. Let me pull this off. Nope. All right, keep going. All right, we're almost there. Got to be really careful not to stick it to my plate, my under part here, and then we are free. Get my tweezers off, and here we go. So step one, get the backer off. So done here. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna actually go through and remove a few of these pieces that didn't come off when we were, well, that stayed on. So we want this button part to come out. There it is, just barely. That'll probably sit back down on its own, no problem. We'll take out this guy here, which is the bottom parts. This is where it says Flipper. Get off, get off, get off. We've got our GPIO ports. 1, 2. Alrighty, I think we're good here. Set this down. Stab this. That looks like everything, so we're good. We're gonna rotate this. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna try to adhere this to the Flipper itself. Now, her instructions say specifically to line up the LED, so I guess I could show you down there, the LED and the edge of the screen first. So that's what we'll do. Gonna grab this by a corner. All right, try to kind of hang out like this. We're just gonna ever so slightly, slowly, carefully get this LED corner to line up. It's pretty good right there, honestly. I feel like that's good. Whoops. Trying carefully. I know it's going to stick to things if it touches it. There we go. So we just got to be careful not to touch things as much as possible. Alright. I think my alignment's actually pretty solid right here. Try to unadhere the top of this. Make it not stick to itself, because that's a problem. Careful. Being extra super crazy careful. Alright, cool, we're good. That's good, that's good. Alright. Peel this back. Peel this back. Alright, so that seems good on that edge. Seems pretty good there. See what the top edge of the screen looks like, but I think we're in pretty good shape. I think we got it more or less lined up here. We've got a bunch of other stuff that's sticking on already because it wants to, but that's okay. We can just kind of lightly disadhere it. The adhesive on here feels like once we get it like lined up, it's going to be super good. We just don't want the little bubbles. So there's like a bubble that wants to form right there. We want to stop that from happening. So rip this back. Man, these edges, all of the design work in here is so good. Like, as long as I don't absolutely annihilate this putting it on, I think it's going to come out absolutely fantastic. Okay, so we need a little bit more stretch on this corner. And then I think we're good. Flatten out the top over here. Again, try to make sure we don't adhere to my mat here too much. Alright, get this part up a little bit. Because again, it's not supposed to be adhered yet. Oh god, the adhesive on this stuff is absolutely great. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, peel this back, peel this back. Alright, now careful, careful, careful. We're gonna kind of get almost a little bit of a, not a stretch, but I'm kind of making it so that it's gonna want to sit on here, and I'm gonna be able to flatten it relatively easily. Good, good, good. Oh, that's why it's giving me such pain, because that's stuck to itself. There we go. Now we're good. Now we're good. Now we're good. Look at you. Okay. Okay. I think we're pretty much there. I can get a little closer. Let me do this part one more time. I think we can get this just a little bit closer. Because this first part, getting this first part done right, is going to make sure the whole rest of this thing is going to be good. We're going to make it right. We're going to make it perfect. Again, this part wants to stick to itself, and that's what's causing me most of my headaches. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to make these corners and stuff line up now. So I think doing the back is going to make the most sense, because everything's going to have to line up with the back. So let's make sure this is all good. There and there. Whoops, that's not quite right. Do it again. That's what's nice about this stuff, is it's sticky, don't get me wrong, but like, it's stretchy, it's vinyl, so you can kind of just work at it. So that's good. Roll this down, make sure all of our stuff lines up here. Which, of course it does, because Lily makes amazing stuff. We have to be really careful to not touch all of our other parts too. So, get those edges lined up and down. Put this down right now, just to make sure that, again, all my edges and everything lines up really well. And then I might need to give it a little bit of a stretch for this last part to get it to line up well. But that all feels good, and that's adhered pretty good. Get our rolling our corners here. Rolling our corners wherever we have them. Cool, cool, cool. Now we got this part, which isn't quite as down as we want it to be. This part. We're trying to line up our edges as best we can, so it does take a little bit of finesse. But honestly, this isn't bad at all. This is really, really not bad. Again, it's a testament to how well made these skins are. Like, if you take the time to match everything up, like, look at this edge here. It's literally, it's perfect. It's so good. So good. We're gonna make like this edge line up, so all you gotta do is kind of adjust it, give it some little bit of English, but it will line up. You can make it all line up. Now she recommends that you can use a hairdryer to make some of these things work a little easier. I may do that. So if I'm being totally honest, the blue skin, this one is a skin that I have a couple of. So this was the, you know, if something gets screwed up, I can always, you know, do something again. Let's get this edge. This edge is going to be a little bit wonky on me, but I'm going to make it work. But yeah, so the blue one I've got 2 of. So I figured, A, if I make a mistake, I've got another one. And then B, it's practice because I want to use the carbon fiber one. So that's going to be what we do after this. That'll be the one that I daily drive on this guy. So if you see me with a carbon fiber looking flipper, you'll know why, and you'll know where to get one. And it's Lily. There'll be a comment and or a link in the description down below. So make sure our GPIO slots line up. Whoops, that one could be better. Yeah, let's adhere the front edge first, and then we can do the back edge. Whoops, wrinkle. I'm gonna unwrinkle you. And that's what's good. Yeah, you can just kind of do it over again. If you make a mistake or it doesn't come out right, or your edges don't line up, you can just fix it. It's vinyl, so it stretches, it kind of compresses. You can kind of like fingernail your way in there, and it kind of hides the mistakes, or it kind of hides your sins there, so that's really cool. Let's get this edge rolled over. Right. Let's see if we can get this edge lined up really well. That's beautiful. This one already looks like, yeah, it's right there. That's beautiful. Let's take this edge down. And then give it a little bit of extra. Try to close this gap up as much as possible. Now, if you had a case, obviously this would be even more ridiculously hard to tell that it's not just like naturally this color. Whoops. I made a bad job of that corner over there, but I can fix it. I can fix it. Corner coming up. Disadhere you. And then we can probably just get in there with our thumbs and get that in there. All right, we're gonna kind of go over, and this is, if anybody's ever done anything with vinyl before, you kind of go through and just adhere everything super good, kind of thumb it all down. But man, that looks sweet. Like such a nice piece. But yeah, I know it's kind of a weird video. First time I've done anything like this, but definitely check them out. Lily makes awesome skins. It's really the best way to make your flipper a different color without doing anything super sketchy, like, you know, dyeing it, painting it, things like that. Because if you've seen the, you know, the fails on those, it's been rough. People have, you know, definitely made some mistakes with those in the past. So yeah, again, link down in the description to Lily's e-store, and you can find out how you can get these yourself. I'm going to be doing a giveaway in the Discord, so if you're interested in getting one of them and you don't want to wait for it, enter the giveaway, maybe you'll win. So thanks a lot for watching. Again, kind of a different style video, but I think it's pretty instructive, and you know, see some other cool stuff out there for the flipper. So we'll see you next time. Take care. So there you have it. Hopefully those explanations of what's going on in those TikTok videos made sense to you. I know there's a ton of TikToks out there, and not all of them make sense. Not all of them are real, so I did try to pick a video where I thought most of them were real so I could explain things to you properly. Obviously, if I misexplained anything, or if any of my information was wrong, please let me know down in the comments. I want to make sure everything's as accurate as it can be. I've been wanting to do a TikTok reaction video for a very long time. People keep asking questions about TikTok videos, and I figure this is the best way to show you what's going on and try to explain things the best I can. If you like this style of content, let me know down below and we'll make sure to make another one. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. In the background here, you'll see more AI-generated art made by the Cynthia bot right in our own Discord. If you want to join up and have your art featured on one of our videos, please just join the Discord, SquachTopia Hangout. We'll have a link down below. And then in the AI image category, you can generate whatever you want. If you run into something that you really like, click the little tool emoji and then the little disk icon. That'll save it to the gallery. I go directly to the gallery to populate all the pictures that we use every week for our videos. Thanks again to all the Patreon support. You can see the Swamp Ape level people on screen now. Thank you so much for Aslu, Crunchy Peanut Butter, and Max for being on the Super Fan Squatch level. You guys are absolutely awesome. As always, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you've made it this far in the video, maybe watch another one right after. I know it helps the algorithm and it helps me out a ton. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to catch you next time.